Good morning, Mike Bowden, Operations Section Chief with the Eastern Area Team 1 with your operational briefing for Sunday, August 25th on the Willamette Complex South. So yesterday on the fire, we did not get any significant precipitation, so our resources were able to get out and start continuing work on the fire. Infrared, which is a plane that flies over and takes pictures at night looking for heat signals, flew last night, and there's still a significant amount of heat out on all of the fires in terms of chalk, coffee pot, and the Moss Mountain fire. So we'll talk about what happened yesterday and what we have planned for today. So moving up here to the chalk fire, which is in branch 8, the Tango division, they continue to patrol along that direct fire edge, as well as work on some indirect control features, cleaning those up, making sure that they're ready in case we need to use them. Today, the plan for those folks is to continue that work and start really looking to see if there's any heat sources adjacent to that control line and address those as appropriate. Moving into Division Kilo, that line is in really good shape, and they're going to continue to mop up and patrol that area. We're looking at gradually starting to downsize some of the resources in there to get it to the right number of people to keep eyes on there, since most of the work in Kilo has been taken care of. Alpha, they're going to be continuing to monitor and patrol that south edge of the chalk fire, as well as there's an indirect feature here between drop point 18, drop point 20, and then also here along by the McKinley fire. They're going to continue to work on those as and progress through that. All right, moving down into, I'm also sorry, back to Tire Mountain. Tire Mountain and McKinley are unstaffed, but we keep monitoring those to make sure that there's no problems in those. Down towards Branch 12. Branch 12 consists of the Coffee Pot and the Moss Mountain fire, the 217, the 208 fire. On Moss Mountain, on Coffee Pot Division Romeo, they're going to continue to work along this direct control feature, direct line, patrolling it, making sure it's in good shape. They're working in conjunction with Division Whiskey to work from drop point 30 out towards drop point 37 on some of those roads and improving them. Whiskey is primarily looking at the north end of this Moss Mountain fire, working along the from drop point 37 down towards drop point 53, and then from 37 down towards 65. We're going to have some crews come in here and get some pretty good eyes on this western edge of Moss Mountain. Yesterday we had some folks go in there, and the heat had been reduced about 80% from what we had seen prior to the rain. But as we move into a warmer and drier trend over the next several days, we want to keep good intel on that to make sure that we know when that fire starts to kind of get back, become more active, and start burning. Moving over here into Sierra, working from 53 across towards the southern end of the Moss Mountain where the fire had crossed the 2120 road, keeping that in check. They're also working on a secondary line between 53 down towards DP 56. Then finally, over in Papa on the southern half of the Coffee Pot fire, they're continuing to patrol that south end and doing some work on some indirect lines out in this area. The last group we have is our contingency group. Their focus is down here in the Kotzen Spike area. There's a area where we have a place where we can receive a lot of the materials that were produced as part of our indirect line preparation for storage and disposal. And then they're also working on lines here above the Simpson private land block to protect it and make sure that the fire doesn't enter those private lands. And then finally working over here to box in the 208 fire to keep it from progressing west, working from DP 40 through the Pioneer Gulch area and kind of out towards the Summit Lake on the Deschutes National Forest. And that's the end of your operational report for Sunday, August 25th. Thanks and have a great day.